Hello, I'm Maciej, Mikos, and you're watching World Talks. This Sunday, Slovenians will choose their next parliament. Will the conservative opposition wrest power from the liberal government of Prime Minister Robert Golob? To talk about it, we're joined by Marta Szpala, research assistant at the Institute of Political Studies at the Polish Academy of Sciences. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, what do the latest polls say? Who is in the lead ahead of the vote this weekend?
Okay, it's like we still don't know what will happen on Sunday. The run and the opinion polls are inconclusive right now. Let's say we can say that really ahead of the biggest number of votes will vote for the opposition party of Janez Janša, former prime minister, leader of conservative Slovenian Democratic Party. But the problem is that this party can have a problem with creating the coalition, and all three parties which are in now governing coalition in Slovenia are heading. But last week we have we observed that some kind of talks which were filmed between the ex-politicians from the party were presented to the public, and that can significantly change how the election will go.
Is this the hottest topic of the remainder of the election campaign?
Yeah, of course, this is the topic, because the campaign was rather, the opposition was criticizing the government for not doing enough in terms of economics, healthcare, and but when we are seeing the economic results, they are quite positive in Slovenia. But yes, as you said, the biggest topic now it's the allegation of the corruption towards the people who are connected to the former government. But the problem with these transcripts and these recordings is that it seems to be organized foreign action against the government, and action which was aimed actually to influence the election results in Slovenia. And that's why, it's hard to say how the society will react. But because from the one side, we have some kind of talks when a former justice minister is suggesting that the government is corrupt, but without any proof. But on the other hand, the government, but also journalists discovered that some Israeli company, blackcube, was in Slovenia in December, and probably were in contact with the opposition. So this is a clear signal that somebody from outside wanted to influence the results of the election.
So it seems now the leader of the opposition is a person. Well, many people know quite well, because he's been active for the last 2 or 3 decades, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Janez Janša. But preparing to this interview, I've read that he's not the same person he used to be. He's, sort of a radical these days. So
yeah.
What awaits Slovenia if he takes the power?
Okay, so Janez Janša definitely he is the hero of democratic struggle against the communists in Slovenia. He also was the defense minister during the war for independence, which was very short in case of that country. But as you said, in the meantime, he radicalized a lot. He cooperated quite closely with Orban government of Hungary during his last term from 2022. He's attacking liberal media, he's accusing media, intellectuals, and generally, let's say, Slovenian elites that they are post-communist. And he's a great fan of Donald Trump and this kind of very strong leadership. And I would say also destroying the balance of power and independence of the institution and administration, and actually that's why he lost the power during the last election. And especially now, it's like, yeah, he tried to establish like independent conservative media with financial help from Hungary. This time he's trying to conduct efficient, I would say, campaign via TikTok with this kind of celebrities closely cooperating with Israel, which is in high contrast with the current government stance, which is one of the vast critics of the Israeli campaign in Gaza.
Mm-hmm. I see. Now, you say that the latest polls are rather inconclusive, but who do you think? I mean, which base will mobilize better? Will it be Janša's voters or the supporters of the current government?
I would say that the Janša voters, this is generally older people living outside of the big cities. So it's like this is his conservative base. The young voters in the cities, like middle class, it is mainly voting for the governing party. And this is actually the question: who will be mobilized most, especially about this latest news about interference and the tapes. What is also, somehow in favor of Janša, that he has very consolidated and mobilized base, and this is like one party, and this is something which we observe for quite a while in Slovenian politics. That while this now we can say far right, it's very consolidated under one leader. This is like very personal connection to this politician. The center and the center left voters are dispersed, and they are voting on various parties. So this is I would say the main problem. How many parties will go to the parliament, and who will be able to create the coalition? So as I said, like I would say that Janša has a stable support of 30% of the voters for, I would say, quite like a decade or something.
So many questions. We'll learn all the answers to them on Sunday. Marta Szpala, research assistant at the Institute of Political Studies, the Polish Academy of Sciences, was our guest this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching, and stay with us for more interviews here on TVP World.